So you've imported in your Etsy sales, but chances are you sell elsewhere than just Etsy. How and where can you enter those sales on your spreadsheet? I do encourage you to enter all your business's sales on this spreadsheet. This is your bookkeeping system. I don't want you to be tracking just your Etsy shop. I want you to know the full financial picture of how your business is doing. That means you need to enter all your sales. So that's what your custom revenue rows here are for. You can rename these to be whatever other sales sources you have. And all you have to do to rename them is click on the cell and start typing. So that may be something like Shopify store, local craft shows, my consignment sales, whatever. I'm going to use those 3 as examples. And you can go in each month and say, I got paid, I made $550 at this craft show. So I'm just going to type that amount directly here on this white cell in this white row for local craft shows. So that's how you can keep track of that each month so that you have everything totaled up together in one place. Now, a few scenarios. First, I want you to know that I have import add-ons available to you. If you go to the paperandspark.com shop and then click on import add-ons, you will see that there are import add-on files available for 6 different places. You do not need the Etsy import add-on because you're already able to import from Etsy. But if you sell via PayPal or Square or on Shopify, Squarespace, or Amazon, you can get the import add-on for those sources. And what that will allow you to do is quickly import in your sales from a second source, get the totals that you need, and then transfer those over to your Etsy Seller Spreadsheet. So let's say I was using the Shopify import add-on from Paper and Spark. I figured out that I made $1,293.68 from Shopify. I can enter that revenue over here, and now I'm able to import from multiple sources quickly and still have all my totals in one spot. So if you need to grab an import add-on, that is what it can do for you. It basically allows you to import in from more than just Etsy. Of course, if you're okay manually totaling your sales and fees from those sources, that's totally fine too. The last thing I want to show you when it comes to this revenue section and entering sales from other sources, a lot of times I hear from people that they need more than just these 3 rows. You have sales from more than just 3 other places. If you need to insert more rows here, that's totally fine. Let me show you real quick how to do that. First, select where you want to insert the row. Let's say I want to insert 2 rows right here under consignment sales. So you want to click the row number and highlight the entire row for wherever you want to insert it. And then you just want to right click and go to insert, and 2 rows will automatically be inserted there for you. Then I can enter in my custom revenue row titles or descriptions, and then you can start entering in whatever amounts you have. Now, the biggest thing that you need to pay attention to is once you add new revenue sources in here, the spreadsheet does not automatically include them in the monthly or annual sum. But if you go to adjust this formula yourself, you're going to get this error message in Excel at least that the tab is protected and you can't make that change. So you can either forward the spreadsheet to us at support@paperandspark.com if you don't feel comfortable adjusting this formula yourself, and let us know what you'd like for us to adjust for you. We're happy to do that. Or if you feel comfortable doing it yourself, this is what you can do. You go to the review menu, click the sheet button. That has unlocked your monthly summary tab. All your formulas are unprotected now, so please be really careful that you don't accidentally delete something else unintentionally. And then you want to click on this formula here. Click on it in the formula bar, and you can see right now that it is not including these 2 new rows that you added. So you can just drag that baby down or type in the formula and make it go to B12 or whatever new row you've added, and then click enter once it's all selected. Once you've got it fixed for January, you can take that formula, hover over the bottom left-hand corner of that cell. See how my cursor became this little plus sign? And then drag it all the way down. And now it has been adjusted for every other month. See, now every other month will include your new rows going forward. And then for the year column, you can do the same thing. You can hover over that bottom corner and drag down to copy the formula down to those cells. And honestly, something else that works, you can really just copy this one cell and then select where you want to paste it, and the formula will adjust itself to sum up those 2 new rows for you too. So you can either drag it down or you can copy the formula. And then you want to make sure you adjust the annual sum down here because it still doesn't include those 2 new guys. Drag it down, you're good to go. So once you have inserted those new rows and adjusted the formulas to include them, please go back to your review menu, sheet button, lock that tab. You don't need to put in a password or verify or anything, just click OK. That will relock the tab for you. It also gets rid of those ugly and annoying little green triangles. Save your file and then you're good to go. And that should cover the revenue section.